with Ricky Ledesma, another of the great trainers, preparing Michał Olaś for the fight. But you know, I show you guys the picture of this is Chicago, the best defender of all time, in my opinion. When you're training with Michał Olaś, we're gonna move from one defender to another. What do you see? What has to be better, and how you see him at this stage of his development?
Well, I've only seen him for about a month and a half now, maybe 2 months.
It's not 5 days.
From there, yeah, and then from there he's improved like tremendously. He's moving his head a lot more. We're defending a lot. He's doing a lot more things on instinct instead of just doing them just because he's told. So everything he's firing off everything nice and short. So every day we work on movement and more rhythm. That's more of my job, to make sure that he's just comfortable in his position and where he's at. And so far, great job. I love working with him.
The question which is always asked from the people who, let's assume, not many people know the differences between, let's call it the European style and American style of boxing. If you can just give us a couple of pointers, what to look for and what the biggest differences between one and another are.
So the biggest thing, I just come from Mexican background, so everything that we do is a little bit more shifty, a little
pretty
bit more
good background, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. So everything we do, everything we want to slip, not make them miss by a dramatic amount, just make them slowly move side to side and make them shift and load power. So not just think about defense and then offense, but think about offense and defense at the same time, so that when he catches the angle, he can strike. He catches an angle and he can strike. And that's the biggest thing that we've been working on. And so far, like I said, he's caught on very quick. And when he first got here, it's very straight up, very strong. One of the hardest punches I've ever held mitts for or worked with in my life. But he was very straight. You know, the first couple months he was here. Now we got some rhythm. We're bending at the hip. And like I said, his rhythm in his punches is like nothing I've ever seen. The kid can crack. The kid can fucking punch.
Florida, the first fight in US, but not the first professional fight for Michał Olaś. He was always called in Poland an all-around athlete, did the other stuff than boxing. What do you think about being an athlete and being a fighter? Always helps, but how you can transfer the athleticism into a boxing?
Into a boxer? If you can shift your weight, you're ahead of the game. If you can move from side to side, you can make it happen. But if we're too stiff up top, it's here, your shoulders are locked. You have to be a little bit rangy, a little bit more smooth in movement and rhythm. And if you can get your feet together, we can put everything together from the top. So it starts from the bottom. And if you got good legs, it transfers to the top and you got something to work with. But it all starts with down low. It all starts with the feet. So then that's what helps with him being such a good athlete. He's coordinated, so he knows how to shift his weight from one side to the other. So like I said, so far so good. And then we're gonna keep improving.
Andrew didn't want to tell me, but you know, maybe you're gonna give us some of the behind-the-scenes information for fans who don't know. Andrzej Fonfara is Michał Olaś's manager, but he also from time to time steps into the ring to do a sparring with Michał. Were you witness of those sparring sessions?
I did.
Can you say something? Because Andrew kind of doesn't want to say anything.
You know what? Without giving away too much of the game plan, having Andy jump in with us has been a tremendous help. It's been huge. He's been able to do reps with him that me or Bogdan can't do. We don't have the same speed.
For your own health.
Yeah, for our own health, definitely for sure. We don't have the speed and the explosiveness that Andy has, and we're just, you know, it's a way better look for him. So when he did get in the ring with him, as you know, sparring session 1, sparring session 2, 3, and 4, he just kept on getting better and better and better. And that was something that we couldn't accomplish without Andy jumping in with us. So he's been looking sharper. I'll say that for now, and then after the fight, I'll answer the questions in more detail.
Thank you very much, Ricky Ledesma. Thank you, I appreciate it, Ricky.
Hey, thank you guys, appreciate you.